And who do you serve?
The people of Chicago elected me as the 57th mayor of the city of Chicago, and we serve all the residents of the city of Chicago.
Illegal or not, criminal or not, how many of the 662,566 illegal aliens with criminal histories that ICE has reported are now residing in Chicago?
Someone will have to get back with you with that number. I don't keep account of.
Do you take immigration information from criminals as they're arrested and processed? Do you take immigration information?
Our local law enforcement focuses on getting all violent individuals off the streets of Chicago. Do you determine whether they're here legally, what their immigration status is as a function of your justice system?
Gentleman, time's expired, but please feel free to answer the question, Mayor.
The Welcome in City ordinance ensures that our local residents communicate and trust local law enforcement to ensure that criminals and crime is being addressed, and that's why violent crime has gone down in the city of Chicago. Thank you very much,
Chair now recognizes
Mr. Chairman, I have a unanimous
The governor signs a series of bills aimed at protecting immigrant families in the state. New bills address everything from MAP grants for undocumented students to banning detention centers. Governor J.B. Pritzker believes the move's necessary to create a firewall against what he calls attacks on immigrants by the Trump administration. Local law enforcement agencies will also no longer be allowed to coordinate with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
A few moments later.
Not enough has been done. There's no doubt about that. And I think that the president needs to do more. The Congress needs to do more. Cities out here that are the target of this political game that Governor Abbott is playing are suffering. And here in Illinois, it's minus 29 degrees outside with the wind chill. We have migrants that arrive from Texas virtually every day, hundreds, and we don't have places to put them. We don't have enough shelter space here.
Well, Rob, that $51 million will hopefully help those migrants leave the police station floors and go into shelters. Well, 34 aldermen voted for the $51 million. It did not come out without a lot of controversy, especially from some black residents who say the money should go towards Chicago residents who have been neglected for years.
Very much committed to a revenue stream or revenue streams that ensure that we are dealing with the crises of those who are unhoused in the city of Chicago, while also making sure that there's room for those that we are welcoming.
We need to allocate some of this money for our black children, for the black community.
$51 million for migrants brought some loud and vocal opposition from the public, to the point where police had to escort people out of the city council meeting several times. Mayor Brandon Johnson asked for a 2-minute breather.
We want to make sure that we can continue to conduct the business of the people.
Since August, over 10,000 migrants have arrived in Chicago. Hundreds are sleeping on police station floors. The $51 million is expected to help house the migrants. But those against spending the money say the city must take care of its black residents, too.
And we have to help the residents of this great city. It's not an either or, it's a both and.
Some black alders who have struggled themselves admit they're conflicted. 49th Ward Alderman Maria Haddon voted yes, but asks community members helping the migrants to help people who live in Chicago.
And everybody that's working hard for this, you've got to show up for black Chicagoans with the same energy. And that does mean money.
The issue is emotional for 20th Ward Alderman Jeanette Taylor. She says while black people have fought for years for a seat at the table, it doesn't mean they shouldn't help others who are also struggling.
When we fought just to drink out of a damn fountain, it was us. But hurt people don't hurt other hurt people.
Taylor's passionate statement received a standing ovation from her colleagues. The vote overwhelmingly passed. The $51 million only lasts through June. City Council Budget Committee Chairman Jason Irvin says the city must come up with a plan.
There does need to be a greater plan, and I think this was always designed to give the incoming administration an opportunity to do that. This is a stopgap measure, pure and simple.
Brandon Johnson is in the process of a press conference right now. You heard him off the top of my piece talk about that he is hoping that he can come up with some type of funding for everybody. It's time to take a deeper dive into the budget, but he has still yet to come out with an overall strategic